What's up, millionaires? Happy Monday. As you guys know, every Monday I drop mindset videos on how to get your mind right for your $1,000,000 success. So today we're going to talk about the science of millionaires' time. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Millionaires Time, I need you to go back and watch the previous video that explains all about the history of Millionaires Time in my life, how it's looked in different seasons, and just what it means to me. That's going to give you a better concept and understanding about what we're talking about today. The science behind Millionaires Time. In my opinion, I have found that between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., the energy in the atmosphere is very quiet. And what I mean by that is instead of like waking up at 6 or 7, where it already feels like the energy and the atmosphere around me is discombobulated, when I wake up at 3 or between 3 and 5 a.m., I don't really get that same sense of congestion. So I started digging deeper and trying to find the understanding of why does the energy feel so clean at this hour. After noticing that, I just went on this whole discovery of like, what is it with this 3 a.m. hour? Now, of course, I'm sure that you guys have heard like 3 a.m. is allegedly the witching hour. That's where a lot of supernatural powers are at play, and there is some history behind that as well. But a lot of times we hear like 3 a.m. is when all this scary stuff happens. But I want you to reset your mindset and understand that most things are scary because you lack understanding. I find that a lot of people do not do certain things. They do not take certain risks and make certain moves in their life because they fear the unknown, but they don't actually necessarily fear the objective itself. So same thing with Millionaires Time or waking up at 3 a.m. I don't think it's necessarily a scary time unless you just make it scary. I believe when you have better understanding and education behind why certain things happen or feel a certain way at certain times of the day, then things will be able to make more sense and you can move more accurately as the millionaire that you are. So first, let's talk about the magnetic polar shifts that are happening each and every day when frequencies from night change to day. A lot of times right before 3 a.m., I would say right around 2:50, the atmosphere is clearing energy, meaning we are officially transitioning from nighttime to daytime. So it is no longer, oh, y'all want to come out tonight. It's like, y'all want to come out this morning? Y'all try to go to an after hours club. I don't recommend those. But that kind of like sets the tone. If you stayed out till 12, you're normally like, oh, okay, I had a good night. But if you stayed out till like 3 or 4, you're like, woo. But a lot of times that's something that's been programmed in our DNA that we understand. We understand that this is the time when it is no longer technically night. This is officially daytime. So I find what happens is because we are switching from nighttime to daytime, there is this cleansing wind that happens. And it's kind of like everything that happened yesterday is being wiped clean and this new energy is coming in with this new day to restore and just create new. Even the Bible speaks about how every day we are given new mercy, new grace, and it is a new day to hold steadfast love to the Lord. So in that, we know that anything that we messed up on yesterday does not exist. Once that hour hits, we're cleansing and we're on to a new day. So I found that doing certain things like prayer and meditation and just being present in a moment with God around that time, especially if my body has naturally awoken, is that the right word? I will automatically just get into fellowship with God. Scientifically, they say in places like Egypt or places that are very close to the equator, you are able to just get this strong magnetic reading on like, their little scientific compass that they use or whatever. And so like in that harness a lot of power. So I believe that is also why a lot of people associate 3 a.m. with being this powerful hour, but understand that just as much as people can manifest bad intentions and things like that, you can counteract that. You have the power to do many, many great things, including counteract any negativity that has been thrown your way in your life or in the world when you walk in your authority. So that's one thing that I found is really beneficial to me in Millionaires Time, is when it comes to spirituality and making sure I set my day up right and I'm able to command my day the way that I would like to see it. It's more effective when I do it before the world wakes up, right around that time, and the energy is making way. So that's just a little bit of information about Millionaires Time and the science behind it. Some other really great benefits of waking up, as you guys probably know, you have more time for your health. So I found that a lot of millionaires, after they meditate and do their spiritual practices of gratitude and prayer and things of that nature, they will then begin to discipline and tame the body by way of either working out intensely or doing some yoga, anything to keep the body moving and vital, because we know that our bodies are a blessing and we only get one. So we have to make sure we give them regular maintenance and give them proper time to get the full result of your maintenance. Waking up early enhances your productivity naturally. Once again, I said it in my previous video, I'll probably say it quite a bit. No one's hitting you up at 5 a.m. except your 5 a.m. Millionaires Time accountability partners. Other than that, I don't know many people who are like itching to get you on the phone at that time, meaning that you have less distractions during that 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. period, depending on your life. And that gives you more time to be creative, think of things for your brand, learn a new skill. Even if you just set something like 45 minutes to an hour a day learning a new skill, that will automatically get your brain operating on a better $1 million mindset. Something I would find myself doing as I was in the gym early in the morning just to stimulate my brain is I would be learning to sign. And that helped me not only, one, create that physical goal of making sure I wake up and feed my body, but two, I'm also feeding my mind and I'm learning something new, even if it's just simple things like how to spell my name in sign language and things like that. The more you feed your brain, the more it will realize its capability and maximum potential, which is very vital and important in such a digitally driven social media age. So make sure you're giving your body exercise and your mind exercise. That's going to magnify your results in Millionaires Time. Another great benefit of running on Millionaires Time is you are able to get better rest. Now, I know that kind of sounds weird, but what you'll find is when you have these full days where you've been kind of operating between 4:30 a.m. and let's say 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. By the time it's time to take your CBD soap bath and get out and meditate for the evening, you are ready to hit that pillow, honey. So now you're reaching better sleep patterns and sleep cycles, and you're also able to tap into that REM sleep, which we know is very important to get that restorative rest for your mind, body, and your soul. Things I like to do when I'm sleeping is I'll put on different Hertz ways to do sleep healing. And I also find that that helps me stay in a nice deep sleep. So even if I went to bed late, I am still able to have a good night's rest without feeling like I need to sleep more or press snooze, because I am reaching that REM sleep. So when you're able to really take hold of your $1 million day, you'll see $1 million results in being able to rest and sleep and rest in knowing that you gave that day your all. Even if everything didn't go perfect, even if things in life, aren't fully where you want them to be, you gave that day your all, you can rest. And lastly, it makes you less anxious. Waking up early helps create a schedule to give you that time that you need to really wake your mind and body up to whatever it is that your daily tasks are. I know, as someone who has definitely battled with the spirit of anxiety, I have had jobs where I have like a 9 to 5, and a lot of times I'm waking up right at 7:30 and I'm automatically in a rush and I automatically feel uneasy because one, I probably wasn't prepared the night before or something like that. But two, I wake up right on time. So you'll find that when you wake up early, or even when you wake up extra early, you have time to do things like breathe, meditate, think, reflect, pray before you go into your day. Because I don't know what your day looks like, but my days have not always been perfect. 4X running on Millionaires time. There were times in my work life where I experienced extreme anxiety to the point where I would have to give myself like 40 minutes to get into work, just because I knew I was gonna cry. I knew I was gonna be praying to God like, I hate it here. And then I would have to like redo my makeup in the bathroom and all of that. So I would give myself that time. And even though it sounds crazy, giving myself that time was all I needed to really power myself through the day, find faith and grounding before I was going out into the world. It's kind of like waking up early gives you time to put on your spiritual armor that you would not be allowed to put on had you woke up right on time. So those are my $1 million tips for Millionaires time this Monday. I will see you guys next Monday. And I think we're going to talk about my anxiety and how I have overcome the spirit of anxiety. I don't even like to call it my anxiety, because we know that we do not own anything that is not given to us by our Father and our Creator, God. So the spirit of anxiety, how to battle it, and how Millionaires Time has helped me battle it in so many different ways. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. And I love you guys so much.